Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Bad to the Stone modification of our Bronco, our 2023 Bronco. We are going to place a nice long sticker here in this body line. We're going to do our best to keep it straight, and this black will match this black hood color, so it's going to come from the top of the Bronco to the end. So what do you think? Are we going to be able to keep it straight?
I think we're going to be able to do it. I watched the video on it, and you know, it's Underground Graphics is who makes that sticker, and they made the video look like super simple. They give you the instructions on YouTube, so we're going to see if we can do it as easy as they make it look in their Underground Graphics video. That's the plan.
All right. Yeah, it always looks easier when you see someone else do it. Putting one on a container for me was like, measure, right? Measure twice.
That's right. Measure twice, cut once. Let's see if we can make it happen. I think we can do it.
Let's go.
You ready to tackle this install?
I am ready to tackle this install.
Okay, here's what they sent. Looks pretty cool. Cut nice. I've got it laid out. These are the three for the passenger side. These are the three for the driver's side. I figure we'll wear gloves, keep from getting any oil on anything after we clean it. They sent one scraper. I made a soft side for it. I had a couple of other squeegees, scrapers that we can use as long as the film is on.
Nice job.
We got scissors to cut the backing. We got a razor blade to trim to length. And we've got some masking tape. Got a heat gun set up on the floor on the other side. And then there's our alcohol mixture. 10% alcohol, 90% water. We'll go use that to give it a clean. That's step one. Go ahead, put your gloves on. That way, after you clean it with the alcohol, it stays clean.
What are we doing first?
Let's do this side first. So I got the camera all set up. So we'll put up a couple other pieces to put as markers after we get it in there. Okay, let's get our first piece. So we want to hold it nice and straight to start with. And we're going to kind of pull some, not super duper tension, but pull enough that we don't get a drag in the middle, droop in the middle. All right, seems like we're going a little high. Could just be the difference in body trim lines here. I think that gets us in there better. Let's try the next one and see how they're lining up. All right, I guess about the same amount overlapping. We let it come to me just a tiny bit, okay? All right, so yeah, you want to line it up with perfectly with the black. All right, pull it towards you. Just a little more towards you. What do you think? I think somehow we got a little high here. Just a little low in the middle of the door. This long spot.
Yeah, there's something that's...
Is that better? No, still a little low in the middle of the door there.
Is that, or is it just the way the door is? Is it blowing out a little bit?
So I think that's straighter, and then I just need to straighten that back out a little bit here.
Way better.
All right, and then I think there's just a little, got a little low right here too. How's that? Tell me when I got that about right there.
Yeah.
All right, how's that looking? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is looking good.
Does it have like a slight pattern to it?
No, that's just the covering. Okay. Once we take that part off, you won't see any of that. Okay, so I think... All right, scissors. We're going to need those. So once I peel the backing, I'm going to peel it back to somewhere just in front of this piece of tape. And then you're going to cut that piece of paper so I can start sticking. Sound good?
Cutting the tape with the little scraper did not work as well for me as it did in their video, so did not end up doing that most of the rest of the time. Kind of nice to have those ends of the tape to line back up to, but it just made too rough of an edge.
Okay.
Just made you want to stretch it too far, so found a better way later.
Oh, a little closer. likes to stretch a little bit. I think this time should be. Looking not bad. Yeah, we'll probably have to take some gloves off. Why don't you take yours off? Yes, yep, go ahead and take all the tape.
And the one on the actual strip?
No, that'll come off with when we take the backing off, so that we can leave.
So with the cover layer on, you can really see if you have any air bubbles or anything in the decal underneath, and you can push pretty hard with the scraper on top of that cover layer. Make sure you spend the time here to work all those bubbles out, get it laying down the way you want it to, because once you take that cover layer off, even the scraper, the squeegee that I put the rag over, you really can't push and work very much with that on there, or you can see marking up on the decal on that. So spend the time before you peel the cover layer off to get it looking the way you want it to.
Can you just hold this one back a little bit right there for me?
You want to pull it up?
Yeah. Actually, no, that's all right. It can stay. I can pull it up.
Are you wrapping it around, or are you just cutting it straight edged?
It's going to go around a little bit. Okay, you can pull that extra piece off of there. All right, so if you want to, you can get your nails and gently pull that clear piece up there. And once you get it started, you want to bend it totally back on itself.
I'll let you do.
Okay. And then just look for any air bubbles or any imperfections.
I'm not sure what this little nick is up here.
Little what?
Nick.
Yeah, I think maybe from me trying to look when I broke it the first time. Well, that just made it worse. Even though that thing is covered, it's still pretty aggressive. All right, I want to kind of hold that piece back out of the way a little bit there. I don't want to burn your fingers. Okay.
There, you got this little bubble here, okay?
Yep. It should be fine when it comes out of there.
All right.
All right, I think that the cutting the tape thing, it didn't work. I think that's how I nicked it down there, so I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. That's how I think I nicked it.
Oh.
So I'm trying to think of what else I can do to get it to about the right place. I think if I just do that, put it down below. Kind of the same concept, but not quite the same. Yeah, probably going to need a knife to get that going again. I don't know. So maybe I'm a little high. Guess we'll see. You can get that other piece of. You can pull the rest of the tape. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I went a little high there. So. Where are those scissors, please? If you want to get the rest of the tape off of there.
Do I start taking this off or not?
Let me finish the at least one good squeegee pass up and down. Okay, yeah, I say go for it.
Did it burn through your glove?
Yeah. Guess I need a fresh one because now I'm getting stuff wet. Well, I guess we gotta heat it with it closed and then pop it open to reach inside and pull it around. All right, let's get this piece first. Somehow like it got a bubble right on the corner. I don't know if you can
pull it off.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to pull it off. Let it cool. All right, that's good. I guess you have to move it cool and then only heat it after.
Can I open it all the way or not?
I don't know if you can get a finger in there and kind of pull that tip around. It's just barely sticking out. It's not out very much. Yeah, actually I can get to it from here a little too. I can't really get around though. I can just kind of.
Are your fingers gone?
Yeah, the fingers are gone.
Okay, that should be good.
Okay.
I pulled on it like 3 times.
Okay, watch that little strip there for me, please. One little bubble right there. May have to get a pin and we'll see if we can't. Oh, not one at top. Careful, not one at top. Or we may have to pull it back around again.
Why not when it's hot?
Because it'll stretch you too much and you'll tear it.
I can barely see it.
Yeah, let's probably just make it worse. Let's see if heat something takes it out eventually. Have our scissors ready. Probably need that razor knife. Oh, I got it. We did all right, babe.
Good. Cool beans.
Okay, if you want to pull that up a little bit there, we can get the door open.
I'm just being very gentle and slow.
And you want to bring the black up, not this to clear though. There you go. Yeah, and then stay up tight, stay up close to it. Okay. I think we got it plenty straight enough.
Looks good.
Yeah, we got a couple teeny little bubbles in it, but I don't think it's enough to worry about.
All right.
Okay, I guess we got alcohol and get that part done.
So cool.
You're Morty.
Yes.
Okay. Me too. All right, you got your scissors ready. Okay, you can get all that masking tape off of there. Actually, hang on, let's see. Just look down it. Let's do that first. Yes. Yeah, there. Come. Oh, there we go. You can see where I had worked it too hard even when the cover was on. Working it too much is just too much. All right, if you want to try to peel that off of there. Make sure that's kind of unstuck so I don't rip that when I try to open the door, please. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to get in there again? Or no?
Yes, you sure do.
Okay.
Here, let's peel it. There. All right, if you want to get our cover started down there. Okay, let's get her outside and snap a picture or two and wrap up a video.
Okay.
All right, here's a couple shots of that install. I think that turned out pretty straight. Again, it's not absolutely perfect. I think that first piece was pretty good. A little bubble maybe kind of around the corner there. Those corners you got to really work on. Let's see, had one little bubble right in there. Used a little pin, popped it, and got it out of there, but you can see a little mark there. And a couple little air bubbles there on the fuel tank door. Again, just working those corners. You got to be slow and thoughtful on those. But I think the rest of the lineup in there was good. And then down the other side, same thing. I think pretty happy with how that turned out, how that worked for straight. So again, I think pretty good on this side. Yeah, pretty much got everything out of there. trying to think. I think the only bubble on this side. Yeah, there we go. Right up here near the front. There we go. Just got to get it just right. I used a pin, popped most of those holes, but just a couple little marks in there still. You can almost see where I worked it a little bit too hard trying to get that out even before we took the top off. But honestly, that is the worst of it right there. See how that pulls out over time. But the lineup, the rest of it, yeah, I think we did all right for a couple of first timers putting on graphics. Well, just a quick update before we close out this video. Our little bad to the stone graphics came in. Got those from Sticker Mule and just got those put on. I think that's just a nice subtle little addition there at the back. Goes with our black theme. So we got one on this side, just right in the back corner. And we got our matching one here on the other side. Happy with how those turned out. Graphics are done. Well, YouTube, that's a wrap on another video as we got our matte black stripe here from Underground Graphics installed. What do you think of the install?
I like it. It was learning process on the first side.
Yeah.
And then you knocked it out really fast on the other side. So maybe start on the passenger side. I don't know.
Yeah, one less cut with the gas cap in there.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely just, going around the corners, got to do that cold, work it really, really slow around the corners and then heat it up. Kind of learned as it went. But I think the video Underground Graphics has on how to install it was pretty good to get us going. And it's not 100% perfect. There was a couple air bubbles. I think we got better, less and less air bubbles as we got through. But if you look down it, it looks pretty straight. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty darn impressed at knocking that out as a DIY. I think it looks phenomenal. Nice tie into the matte black hood. It looks great. I think you look at it, I think it made the Bronco look smaller, which I love for the two-door.
I don't see it.
She's not getting that out of it.
That's okay.
But hey, another DIY project. If you want to try it for your Bronco, I definitely would put this in the challenging but doable category. I think it's more just mentally you got to overcome, hey, we can do it. We can make it happen.
You're really good at that.
If I would go do another one tomorrow, I think it would be better at it. But hey,
Yeah.
but no, I'm happy with it. I think we did great.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, until next time, we hope you out with your own Bronco, keeping it bad to the stone. We'll be here working on Pebbles, seeing what kind of an upgrade she gets next. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.